Sacy just jiggling here. The season his hand actually misses, rebounds it back into him. Unfortunate there with a hitbox of it.
Quite good though. They don't commit the nade and the paranoia off the back immediately.
And
not wasting that util.
Open for the taking.
This is cute from MIBR.
Yeah, contacted all the way in here. John is feeling that pressure from the one way. He knows that he has to give up the space now. At least he's got the awareness. He's watching at a slight and safe off angle. So can back away here, try and play for that. Retake a fight by Sentinels. They're forcing the issue forward, and the jump spot by TenZ almost a little bit risky, but the plant is down.
And the plant able to be committed because there was that pressure over towards Waterfall. It wasn't smoked off.
Scout destroyed.
MIBR choosing to fight it. And Sen find themselves in a 4v4 retake, both raises down. Remember, that paranoia didn't get used early round from TenZ. He still has it.
Right, they're kicking here with the smokes propped up here, dividing up the site. A little bit more palpable for them. Paranoia now finally gliding through. Big connection onto a multitude of targets, but again, there's no follow-up. The volleys are just delaying. How are Sentinels going to take this one with time of the essence? Sticking onto it, Sacy, half already. Might have just earned them enough time here. Mazin, all the way forward, spamming and tapping all the way, John! To mince meat. At a moment's notice, FRZ, if he dies or goes down to a wide face, it's wide enough that he will survive to the solo single shot.
There's a little bit of a gamble involved there, for sure. And
spike dropped.
Not bad damage, to be honest with you, because again, even though FRZ's been healed up, he dies to one shot from TenZ. And it makes it much easier for johnqt and Sacy to get the kills too. This is nice though. Pressure towards the alarm bot on C as they start to work their way in on A.
One getting broken though. This is pressure on two fronts here by MIBR, so he's trying to sow a bit of deceit and chaos. See if they can pull some of these rotations, but Sen aren't being convinced.
Now they will be.
And now, chance and opportunity. Look at this, Mazin. Yeah, strikes correctly and precisely the right moment.
The problem is for Sen, is that a lurker? Is that the full hit? Was it a fake? Or was Mazin just playing a very aggressive lurk on Viper? They're unsure. They don't know where to commit right now.
There's only 13 seconds left, pushing through the smoke. I mean, Jesus, they're taking that fight straight to them on an open A side. That has sown enough, at least chaos there, into the mix of the round. They have to deal with these stragglers. Jesus, hey, the stinger shot to the head. He's still alive and kicking though, and he is causing all sorts of distractions, isn't he? Leave it to TenZ here on the bonus. Just don't know where a lot of these players are. Single shot, there we go. Straight to the chest. One more in the chamber. Not enough though. That full armor just saving the day there for Mazin, but a 1v2 and potential chances here for Sacy, but time running short. You can start to hear it ticking and ticking away. Got to get a move on here if you want any sort of chance. One spotted, tap, forcing them forward. Deep horns and pressure applied here by Sentinels out towards A rubble. They won't control with this area. Really only being postured off by Mazin as a paranoia exchange on either side out on the opposite section of the map with Mazin falling. A control now going to be going towards Sentinels, and all in the middle of all of this. Tucked to the corner, that's Zellsis here, and he's playing again the bait and switch and a snap to the side. RgLMeister at least with the trade, but now he's just a solo player. One left standing, TP's fully closed up. Now they want to make another go of this here and over, but the snake might drop down at your feet. I mean, it's artzin in no man's land.
That's not good enough at MIBR. You need way more pressure, and you also need to bait out that util.
Play towards the reactions here. The dog was that connection onto the stun as well. Jesus A seeking to capitalize. He is so fast onto the target now. Deciding what util he really wants to just offload here. Now to the Seekers, but that's going to be causing a paranoia to go flying. And MIBR, it's disjointed at best here, but now they're finally starting to gain some of that ground and scaling into the site. But they've got to remove these pesky players. Reinforcements arriving. Still, collection of kills out towards the back. Nana Swarm a little bit too shallow there. Doesn't connect, and a snap of the wrist from TenZ certainly does, with Mazin dropping Spike out in the open, and the last one spotted, the solo player of every round. What a time to use the pit. It's going to be defended as well in this place. Drop down here. It's Zellsis. He's going to try and watch the car. What is that?
30 seconds left.
Mazin just pre-firing up top there. That will remove the pit. And now Zellsis, he is in a bit of danger here. But let's go flying. FRZ.
This is a
as
great
it's locked down, Nightfall on top of it with the pit. It is a collection, cacophony of ultimates all offloaded here. Showstopper on top of it. And who will be the winner? Who will be the victor? It's chaos thrown into the mix. And it feels like it's all Sentinels out of bullets. Not enough to break the lockdown. 2 versus 2. Spike is down. Paranoia flying, gliding here, dropping down into main. Got to try and defend their positions and stop them from really getting themselves into position. FRZ holding it down inside of the smoke. And it leaves it to Sacy in that 1v2. 1v1 still now being found here, but here it is. Getting the time ticking. Tap onto it, seeing if he can at least force that position out wide, but he doesn't have a clue where FRZ is, and the reposition is a rubble. Feeling like he has to overexert himself ever so slightly, maybe. Connection there from Trailblazer. Will it signal the go button? Yes, it will, but they're being blinded up and just sprayed down.
MIBR don't seem to respect snake bites in the way that perhaps they should be, because Sen have got the follow-up every time behind it. Mazin's died on these aggro lurks a little too much. MIBR not waiting for the main portion of their fight to cause a distraction before getting the lurk in.
What a shot.
And it's just a catastrophe. Every block falling. As MIBR
You just try and disrespect ego check. It's the final round here, the first half of Lotus. Door shutting, slide opportunity for TenZ, but nobody peeks their way out. Everybody's grouped up though. And this does feel very much just like an all-in attempt by MIBR. Seeking to overwhelm TenZ's position. He's going to get us out of there. Interesting and unorthodox.
Op sight line?
Yeah, tucking away. He's worried about there being a slight gap here, but as the smoke fades, he might be able to get his eyes onto somebody, one player maybe, but not accounting. The close corner, pushing him. Uh-oh. Hello with the rocket at the feet, and artzin dealt with RgL. Quick to take up that space once more, and a deep flank all the way wrapped around. That's going to be causing distractions here. Paranoia flying through, blinded up. Kills need to be found here in a 3 versus 3, making a 3 versus 2. MIBR trying to withstand this one. They are still in the post plant. Maybe there are still chances for them here in the post plant position with this door. Snake bite, nano swarms.
So now they know the rough positions of both players.
They do. Maybe enough time pressure could be purchased. Spamming through half already. Purchased and bought. Maybe the backup plan. Zekken brought down. So
clearing out B, looking to move back over towards A. They're going to have a good read here of where Sen are finishing.
And a swarm will delay any sort of engagement out towards tree. But guess what? Paranoia is dodged. Along the board at util. The kills at least being collected here. It's evened out on either side here. 3v3. Still no ground gained here to get a safe plant down, and there's a fast rotation from all the MIBR players up top here. It's a game of timings and chances, and RgL just doesn't win his out, not when he's up against 2.
Very nice there from John and Zellsis to just put a pause in there, double up, make sure that they could trade out a player on site without any risk. But John is weak.
Yeah, and that opens up an opportunity maybe for Mazin, but he does need that one kill. Can he find the second attack from Zellsis? Reveals the position! MIBR just trying to take that one with a bit of brute force.
Sitting pretty on A. We're seeing a lot of these Sky Lotus comps either fading out or losing. I suppose fading out being the apt comparison. Here we go, clash.
Bot coming back.
Ooh, util out in the hands here now. Seeking to swarm and overwhelm. Wow, the flash actually didn't connect there onto Sacy.
Don't ask me why.
For whatever reason, I'm not too sure either. Now just seeing if they can funnel their way through, but it's a very, very narrow choke point.
That's massive.
And a lot of weaponry to get through.
God, that's so extraordinary.
A lot of rifles online here for Sen. Clean movement from Zekken. What is that, man? I mean, just understands the angle, even though it's smoked off. Just spraying down. Position that players do like to play. Hello, might be getting a bit overzealous, but it is traded through. Hop in. And that's a bit of disrespect, isn't it? TenZ. Unlikely contender of the space, but he does eventually take it himself.
Yeah, we're getting the sloppiness in here now.
Oh, yeah.
Sen want to finish it out, you can tell. But they found themselves in a 2v2. Health disadvantage. No plant down just yet.
Snake bite. Zellsis is low. He's going to be forced wide. Yeah, he's going to go down to it, in fact. Pick your poison in that spot. The postman, though, TenZ can play this position. He just needs to isolate these fights!
Where it looks like they should be, you know, I mean, this is so sloppy.
It is really sloppy.
He's supposed to jump the player through and then swing afterwards, but Sen side for Sen makes it very difficult for the defenders to fight over this area.
Wow.
And FRZ tries to swing off turret contact, doesn't realize there are 2 Sens. Here's the flash. Ooh, does actually catch info onto somebody. That's
Mazin. I mean, he's set up wide here. RgLMeister by his side. looking to take the fight there. Maybe expecting there to be only one player, but they fall. Anyway, two left to stand and pick up the pieces, maybe forge something of it for MIBR. JZZ and artzin gonna need a miracle.
Yeah, I think have a little chat about Bind at this point. 2v5, 12-3. Sen.
Here.
I don't see how they lose this one, but it would start with JZZ getting a pick.
Paranoia is good, delaying and buying a bit of time. But they need way more kills where that came from. And how did they set it up? Flash. Connection. Zekken cleared. 3 left to stand, and TenZ is low. But now with the smoke propped up again, it just gets that much more difficult time working against them. And this is for the map as a reminder here. Crumbling beneath them. And it will have to be heroics. But I don't think it's in order. Not for MIBR right now. Not for MAP.
More aggressive variation of this B defense.
Got the info that they were wanting and hunting for here with a knife, smoke. It's all being used to dissuade and push back. Any sort of approach here, underhanded flash as well, seeking to refight, but it's just stray shots at least onto Zellsis. He was separated from all of that prior util.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a comms issue there. Zellsis thinking that they were going to commit to the site here. The rest of the team calling the cancel.
Hello. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Artzin! Time to fry. Time to farm as well with a spike drop down into his lap.
That is an amazing double kill there with the Ghost. Zekken almost walks backwards into JZZ, just dodges it. But this spike is down in an almost unretrievable spot. It should be MIBR getting off to a great beginning here.
Toxins going up.
Almost unfathomable that John and Zekken could recover this situation. Especially with such little time remaining, too.
Yeah, 30 seconds. I mean, he's poking around, seeing where this player is. The artzin was in forward position. He is. He's hidden in the TP. So, okay, Boombot opens the door. Wait, did it timing it? Oh, there we go. Revealed. Well off that Q. Artzin seeking to really do some damage and more. With a nail.
Around the map. Neither of these teams playing with Sentinels. So flanks pushing out on defense is good.
Well, Dog as well, seeking to really just pop in and clear this one. Hello.
Don't let it
Late delivery, little bro. He's getting away with it. With a flash. Maybe we'll contain it. That is just anarchy in the mix. MIBR. It's a 2v3. They got the planet in the midst of that. You are joking. You can't let it topple like this. Please, MIBR.
They just couldn't get any momentum going on map 1.
Oh,
it would be
no.
to rip it away so early. But Sen are not in the mood to make friends.
No, not at all. How's it going? Option a snake bite. All collected together now. Zekken is going to move on. An injection of pace. Exactly what Sentinels ordered. The backside players might be struggling to really find some gaps to try and play off of. It's an underhanded nade, but it's a little bit too short of the mark. Shy of the mark, so plan will go off. Into the post plan we go. The positioning is good by Sentinels.
The dog there from JZZ gets broken, and that stops him from going for some kind of showers crunch. He's moved way far away from it as MIBR tries to take space. Oh, brutal.
Wingman, at least a Dizzy pointing forwards here with the rifles, trying to take the fight up close. And personal here. Second wave of all of that util. Great movement by johnqt, just sidestepping all of the... He's in a close position. He's tucked, and well, hearing that sound, no way! Such over the top! Zekken takes him out!
Was he in midair when those bullets were coming out?
I believe so. I mean, we'll see it on the replay.
I don't know whether I want to see it on the replay, Brent.
Absolutely disgusting stuff.
Well,
they say,
here comes Zekkens as well.
Got to be the stalwart defender of this one. Rocket. No kills found. That was just from the spray of JZZ, seeking to make something of the moment, but still, it's got to be another save round. I mean, everything was pushed into this round.
Brent
Got a back wave.
And then Zekken has his utility back online. And you're tackling one of the best Raze players in the world and asking them not to dodge your ult.
His guns need to be saved here. Through with a boombot.
There also wasn't another player with JZZ.
Wait, are they trying to go for this? They're facing. This time they're making a call. They want to go for this one with the Trailblazer right behind it. And there it is. Okay. Two more kills going their way. Orbital strikes on orbital strikes. TenZ. It's in the middle of all of this one, and he is fried to a crisp. 6-1, but MIBR looking to put that second one on board. johnqt just spotting, shoulder poking out, receives the one, but he's got more targets where that came from. MIBR shouldn't let that one slip, and they're not going. And the take here from Sentinels, just with the boom bot, but the snake bite does well to push them back and away with the mollies. Oh, Zekken does not care about it, man. Satchel straight over. Full disrespect here from the util. JZZ, far too much to deal with. Pop flash on mazin. It wasn't quite set up for it, but he can't reset the aim. But a second follow through is perfection from Sentinels.
That's an immaculate take as well. There's actually a brimstone molly from Zellsis that lands in elbow to keep JZZ trapped on site so he can't fall back there. So many layers to put pressure on somebody who's going to be playing around garden and somebody playing around hookah. So well played by Sen. A couple of teams are going to be stealing that.
Oh yeah. So well timed with it, revealing everything. Well, the pit will drop.
That's big.
And RgL backs away here. Maybe some time. Space being purchased here from artzin, but now reveals his position out open. Now 1v1, but time starting to tick.
Difference maker though.
This is a... Oh, they want to refight this. Call's being made. It's a dry swing. No, not quite. There's a left hook flash from mazin, and it supports it up elegantly. Precision will lock that round away, and we just discussed it, Josh. We talked...
The rounds, they're actually going back to their old B setup here.
Yeah. Thrash this time to cleave its way all the way through detainment. There it is, sitting duck, FRZ. There's no help, no respite, and that's because of that molly again, you see it. No chance of a pop flash player, anybody else that can support them through here. Zellsis now with a plant, and zekken, extra weapon in his arsenal. It's that showstopper. Sitting ready and pretty, ready to be popped off at the first signs of life of MIBR. Trailblazer to be met here with the thrash, leading the charge right into elbow. Detainment there, showstopper on top of it. It's all combined it. It's overwhelming at its core. You don't stand a chance.
To allow Sen to get into these exits and the post plants. MIBR's retakes have not really stood a chance.
Doubled up into the smoke here. Surely you don't just contact your way through this one. It's being watched for, but sleeping a wheel ever so slightly there. Sacy not expecting it.
Yeah, and it's also difficult to place your crosshair well when there's a smoke there. Yeah. They can come out of it a few unusual positions. Orbital strike for RgL.
Okay.
I don't think they were expecting an op.
No. Posted up onto the position here, but the smoke up in their faces.
Right there.
It feels like a lot of these defense setups are based on where the KO is playing. They don't have as much proactivity on the other side of the map. RgL can't even find a timing to use the ult.
Let's find a time for the kill, but his back's going to be open wide and open. Okay, eventually kill claim there for Zellsis.
And that's ult online, post-plant molly. Zellsis is going to be able to delay this defuse for so long. MIBR need to get a move on here.
Tempo needs to be increased. First wave of that util, you can see it. Line up Larry. On for it now with the molly, dropping it down. That just buy them even more time. Bodies out in the open. Desperation. And a 9-3 half.
Incorrect information. I mean, it's correct from Zekken's point of view, but the rest of MIBR not giving things away.
Here we go. Sending it flying here with a util. Now, Zekken just pinging the appropriate angle, and that's going to be a rebound nade. That's going to delay the default plant spot, so he sends that one flying along with a snake bite. Cross map, I believe, off the comms.
Nice lineup.
30 seconds left.
And it has more time for Sentinel, so they are getting themselves now into the side, but not enough to really dissuade it. But finally, plant on, line but forwards. Space taken, scaling now on a flank here. Zellsis right behind them. Can't win out the fight. mazin just tucks it there. Shoulder peeking out, but now a clearance now into lamps. No connection, not from the flash. RgL. Beautiful shots with a ghost. Ringing true. Defuse half from Wingman. Hello, anybody? Is he going to stop this? They do eventually. Putting a stop to it, but has time been brought johnqt?
Push back. Now MIBR have long. Sacy goes for a re-exploration and hits that. Unfortunately, MIBR losing another player that's in that kind of lurk spot, reminiscent a little of Lotus. Losing those players early.
Reclaiming the gun. All that ground has been gained here for mazin. He's not in a position to go on really any more exploration. There's too much to worry about with the smokes dropped down. Still, Sentinels have plenty of players tucked close to the site. Knife, deep and across. Second, though, still has all of his abilities and more. And he's going to be hearing the rumble of the footsteps backing away, but also 40
30 seconds left.
Maybe trying to soundbait ever so slightly. Yeah, okay, Zekken thinking the coast was clear. Will get caught and the head clean off. johnqt, though, is a crossfire setup. And him alongside it, Sacy, TP.
It's not like Senna fighting them for ult orb control, at least at the beginning.
Oh, that's a nice one to find. Doubled up. johnqt falling. Real impetus now being placed! Huh? What is that?
The thrash opens the door, and zekken topples him over like Skittles.
Absolutely ridiculous stuff. Zellsis showing his presence here in towards short with a bit of a jiggle of the movement, and now they are putting that squeeze. But onto Zellsis don't realize he is there. Still tucked towards pocket. Time available for him to just drop down that smoke, but sprayed down in place. 2 players here. Left standing out for MIBR, and it's a 2 versus 2. Taking that backside control, planning for it. Trying to flip the site entirely. It's a silent jump up now, up through into heaven. Trailblazer from Sacy, so you can lead the way. And
He's got to
clear
be
a lot
worried
of that
about
space. Surely he's got to think about it. He is being flanked from FRZ, but no, he's pop flash through now and clearing most of the site, but the Trailblazer not being broken. Painted a pretty picture indeed for zekken. FRZ though, he's got to be that difference maker, and he's found the first one, still planted for him. Time is on your side. Just got to slow it down and take it against one of the best players in the world. 1v1 tap from zekken, facing the wrong direction, expecting that reposition. zekken again, now which way is he facing? Still expecting it! Look at all that space for MIBR. Deep smoke contacting through now with the underhanded flash popping. Along with the showstopper, bit of spam through the wall. No kill to be claimed here, but it does clear out the site, so MIBR should be happy with that one. Are they going to be ready now for an attempt to maybe flood back out here?
Yeah, what's your setup to stop zekken's showstopper?
He alerts himself now with the position. There's a nade at his feet, 65. Help! Lets it rip and somehow finds that one. Onto artzin, close. Corners into the fight, taking it. And picking them apart. It's meticulous in its nature. Orbital strike has to be offloaded relatively early here.
Very early.
MIBR just feeling the heat. And do they have enough to try and stop this one? TenZ ready to defuse onto Wingman half. I don't believe they got it. Goes down to the molly, but only 2 players are left standing. And they know exactly the positioning of them. Sentinels going to be ready now to just try and face them no matter what. John holding it down. But he does wander into it, RgLMeister.
Launching smoke.
Might have been punished, but just picks that timing.
He's in a really bad spot.
Yeah, shot from B long. He's really just trapped here. Or is he? I mean, where's the swing? Where's the trade? He is just taking these duels, willing them into existence. Wants to try and take the fight. The nade won't clear him. Satchel though. And the what is going on? Oh, it's silly and it's messy. Might even describe it as whimsical, but it does grant MIBR at least access to the site. zekken, 1v2 now, 5 bullets left. Gotta play for the reload. Boombot. Believe shot down, so everybody healthy now and slow down. Take a bit of a breather if you are MIBR. It's the series on the line. zekken.
There's no pressure on zekken.
How he's just taking it in his stride. Crossfire setup. Not sure who will be the first contact. Most likely Mazin here, just holding onto it. No way. Snaps it. Doesn't know where the second player is, but it all comes down to...
Did have a nade to play with as well.
No control of B. Still, it might not make a difference.
30 seconds left.
Deep knife now to no command in case there are any anchoring players. Now we know there's nobody defending this. Center entirely off the site, so it's going to be a freebie for MIBR, but they are fast. Look at it, straight through the TP and trying to flood themselves right back into this one. Behind them, zekken and TenZ coming together, spray through, and it's an open sideline. It's not smoke for that kind of tempo injection into the round here with the Viper's Pit. Maybe enough coverage onto the side to try and provide some level of safety. But it's a player advantage for Sentinels, and when they're put in this spot, they capitalize. They can feel it, they can taste it. One more round will make the difference. Mazin, he's fully blinded up there. We're breaking it. First layers of it. Still 2 left to stand here for MIBR, and the pit is still up. No more snake bites, though. Another tap. zekken out in the open. They know where FRZ is.
Do they?
He's made himself noticed, surely. Evacuation, but not enough to evade. Just few stray shots. And it's all Sentinels now, 13-7.